Hello everyone, this is Redstone Chief. Today I'm excited to present to you the automatic tree farm. This farm will allow you to plant an oak tree sapling and then watch in awe as the wood, apples, and oak saplings are automatically harvested. That definitely beats scavenging through a forest while avoiding zombies, creepers, and other hostile mobs. This tree farm is different than most other tree farms that you have seen. This tree farm has a leaf crusher that covers a 5x5 chamber, allowing for plenty of leaves to grow and then be harvested for maximum apple and sapling production. This means that as you plant the oak saplings, enough oak leaves are crushed to provide even more oak saplings so that you will never run out. To operate the machine, just turn this lever on, and then plant oak saplings to your heart's content. That's it! Everything else is done for you. The leaves are crushed and any apples or oak saplings that spawn are extracted by the hopper floor and sent to these chests. Also, as you can see, the wood blocks that grow from the saplings are transported outside of the machine so you can plant some more. When you are done using the machine, you are left with a huge wood wedge which you can chop down with ease. The most crucial thing to understand about this design is that it heavily relies on the power of slime blocks. For example, since a slime block will carry with it any blocks next to it when pushed, this allowed me to make an entire 5x6 wall that can be pushed and retracted by a double piston extender. This is how the leaf crusher was made. Also, I used slime blocks to make a triple piston extender capable of grabbing all 6 wood blocks that make up the tree, and then transport them out of the way to be harvested later. The third main feature of this automatic tree farm is the triple piston extender wall that pushes the wood blocks outside the machine. This triple piston extender pushes the wood blocks extracted by this slime block tower out of the way so that another tree can be harvested. All of the redstone that you see below the machine is just controlling the timing of the 3 main machines. This central piston sits below the dirt block that you grow your tree on and is responsible for detecting when a tree has grown. When it detects a new tree, it powers the leaf crusher and both of the triple piston extenders in the right order at just the right time. When using this machine, please note that it uses bone meal to plant the trees quickly. Although the machine can self-sustain all of the oak saplings you will ever need, you must provide for the bone meal yourself. I recommend building a mob farm so that you can get plenty of bone meal from skeletons. But enough about that. Let's move on to the tutorial. Before getting started with building the automatic tree farm, you will need the following supplies. The amounts of some of these materials are approximate, but you should have everything you need if you have what are in these chests. As you can probably guess, you don't have to get 5.5 stacks of iron blocks, and can just use any building block of your choice instead. Also, you will need about 82 of an immovable block of your choice, whether it be obsidian like I did, or furnaces, which also works fine. This right chest shows you all of the redstone supplies you will need. The hottest thing to get, I think, in this chest is probably the 38 slime blocks, assuming you're playing in survival mode. Alright, now that that's done, let's go to the tutorial. To start off, let's make sure you understand the size and location of everything. Assuming that you want to walk into the 5x5 tree chamber on this hallway, you are going to need a platform placed 3 blocks beneath your hallway that covers a 14x9 area. Make sure that your dirt block is located 6 blocks in from this side and 5 blocks in from this side. Also, please note that the actual space we will be taking up is even larger than the platform. The entire tree farm fills up a space that is 17 blocks wide by 18 blocks wide by 12 blocks tall. Now that you have designated the proper area, let's start building. The first thing we will build is the tree chamber. Start by placing down hoppers in a 5x5 area like I have already done, with all the hoppers heading into these 2 chests. Now place a lever here, followed by some redstone dust. Place a half slab here and more redstone dust on top of it. Place redstone dust in the back and a dispenser in front of it. Now it is time to build the walls. Start by placing obsidian around the edge of the room, except skip the spot over your 3 wide hallway. Also, skip the entire left wall. And also where this redstone dust is. When you are done, go to the right wall and build the wall 4 blocks up using your building material. And then 2 blocks higher with your obsidian. The next step is to build the 2 leaf crusher walls. Start by placing 4 slime blocks here, and then 3 slime blocks here. Now fill the edges of these slime blocks with your building material. When you are done, you will need to place more slime blocks on top in a pattern like this, and then finish by filling in the gap. Now that the first wall is complete, you are basically going to build this same wall pattern on the other side of the tree chamber. However, this other side will be a mirrored version of the previous wall. As long as you build your wall with the same pattern as I do, you will be fine. When you have gotten this far, you are now done with the tree chamber. Next, we will hook up the redstone that detects when a tree has spawned. Head down to the main platform, and then place a sticky piston beneath the dirt block. Beneath this piston, place a cauldron and fill it with water. If you don't fill it with water, the machine would never turn on. Now place a block here with some redstone dust on top. Place a comparator here, set to subtraction mode, and a loop of redstone around it. In front of the comparator, you will need to modify the main platform a little bit. The block that is currently under the cauldron needs to be lowered once, which you can do like this. Now you can safely place redstone dust across the cauldron, and then place a redstone repeater here. In front of this repeater, place a block and some half slabs like this. Make sure there's redstone dust on top of each of these blocks. Now we can work on the timing circuitry for the leaf crusher walls. On this side of the platform, place a comparator here, and then a monostable circuit which looks like this. Place a repeater in front, set to 4 ticks, and then redstone dust to the edge. While you're at it, hook up a pulse extender, which looks like this, to your redstone wire. Now that you're done, place 4 repeaters like this, and 4 more like this. Set all the left repeaters to 4 ticks, and all of the right repeaters to 2 ticks. And now carry the redstone current from each of these repeaters up 6 blocks by creating a path of alternating half slabs. Now that you have made it this far, let's build the double piston extender that controls the leaf crusher walls. Start by placing a slime block here, and then place 2 sticky pistons facing into it. On the side of these pistons, make a platform like this, using obsidian for the blocks that touch the wall. Place 2 repeaters here, with this one set to 2 ticks and this one set to 4, and then finish with redstone dust everywhere else. Now we need to build 2 more of these, one right here, and one right here. The second double piston extender can be built in exactly the same way as the first one was. The third double piston extender needs to be built facing the other way. When you are done building the 3 double piston extenders, it is time to connect them up. Start by placing a redstone repeater here set to 4 ticks. Now place another redstone repeater here set to 2 ticks, running into a block. Direct a redstone wire up to the second double piston extender you built, and then connect this wire to the third double piston extender like this. Make sure you use a repeater set to 2 ticks when you get here. Now let's test to see if it's working. Place a lever here and then turn it on. The entire wall should extend. When you turn off the lever, the entire wall should retract. So now that we know that it's working, we need to duplicate everything we just did for the other leaf crusher wall on the other side. Alright, now for the final test. To make sure that everything is working, head to the main lever and turn it on. While on, place a block here and then wait. Everything is working if the leaf crusher walls extend and retract after a small delay. Now let's start working on the triple piston extender, which will grab the tree trunk. Head on down to the platform and place a comparator here. In front of the comparator, place a monostable circuit and then a repeater set to 2 ticks. Now build this pulse extender, which looks like this, and then place a redstone repeater here. This repeater will power a block with a redstone torch on its side. Before we get any further, Make sure you place a repeater here set to 4 ticks, and then redstone wire and another repeater here also set to 4 ticks. Place a block on top of this redstone torch, and then another redstone torch and block above it. Extend this block out to the tree chamber using obsidian for your final 2 blocks. Now build a platform just below this row of blocks, which will be used to control the triple piston extender. Start by placing your 3 sticky pistons here, and now place a redstone repeater here, 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 and a final one here facing the other way. Change these repeaters to 4 ticks, 2 ticks, and then 4 ticks, and then fill the rest of the platform with redstone dust. To finish the triple piston extender, place redstone dust and a torch on this block, and then from this torch set up a monostable circuit like this. Place a block and a redstone repeater here, and then set both of these 2 repeaters to 2 ticks. Now, just stack up 6 slime blocks in front of your sticky pistons, and you can give it a test. Alright, now we can build the final component of this tree farm, the triple piston extender wall. First, place a repeater here. Place a block in front of it, and then 3 more repeaters here. The last repeater will need a block placed first. Set all of these repeaters to 4 ticks, except for the last one, which needs to be set to 2 ticks. Now stack up a torch tower for 3 blocks. On the last block, place some redstone dust instead of a torch. Behind this block, place another block with a redstone repeater set to 4 ticks, and then carry the redstone current up on another tower of alternating half slabs. Now we can build the circuitry that controls the triple piston extender. First, make a 3x4 platform. At the corner of the platform, place 2 blocks like this, 4 sticky pistons like this, and then 2 normal pistons like this. On the platform you made, form an L shape with redstone dust, and then fill the inside of the L shape with 6 repeaters. Set this row of repeaters to 2 ticks each, this row of repeaters to 4 ticks each, and the last 2 repeaters to 4 ticks on one and 2 ticks on the other. Now that you have made it this far, create another 3x4 platform 2 blocks up, and then repeat everything we just did until you have 3 platforms total. Now we need to build the last part of this triple piston extender wall. First, place a redstone torch here, and then a piece of redstone dust next to it on a block. Create a 2x2 platform here, and then place some redstone dust and 2 repeaters on the 2x2 platform. Set 1 repeater to 4 ticks, and then place 2 more blocks in front of these repeaters. Place redstone dust on top of each block and also redstone torch here. Now build a line of 3 blocks from here to the redstone torch, and place a repeater here with a block in front of it. Place 3 blocks here, and then build another alternating half-slab redstone tower off of these blocks. Put down a redstone repeater on each of these blocks, and then fill in this gap. Finally, place 3 obsidian blocks here, here, and here, and on each of these obsidian blocks place a piece of redstone dust. You are now ready to test it out. If you place a lever here and turn it on, your piston wall should completely extend. If you turn the lever off, your piston wall should retract. Well, now that we have finished the 3 parts of the machine, let's see if it works. First, I will place in all of my bone meal into this dispenser, and then turn on the machine. Now for the moment of truth. And if that happens, everything is working. I can now use the additional saplings I got from the crushed leaves to plant some more. I will now finish by making this hallway look a little better, by adding on a few walls and a roof. If you choose to do this, don't forget to use obsidian whenever a block would touch another slime block used in the machine. Before you start to use the machine any further, there is one more thing you must do. You need to place an obsidian roof over the 5x5 tree chamber. This roof will prevent large oak trees from spawning, since a large oak tree will make a mess inside the chamber and stop the machine from working until you clear it out. By placing a roof on top, only small oak trees will spawn and prevent anything bad from happening. Also, you need to know that if you try and operate this machine while there is a line of 12 spawned wood blocks already, the triple piston extender wall won't be able to push the pile of wood any further, since pistons have a 12 block push limit. If you try and create another tree, the slime blocks from the leaf crusher and trunk grabber will get tangled and you will have a hard time fixing it. So this leaves you with two choices. One, you can just be careful not to spawn more than 12 trees in one sitting. Or two, you can build a device that will push these wood blocks out of the way so you can plant some more, like the one you saw at the beginning of this video. If that is what you want to build, let's get to it. Before getting started, please note that you will need the additional materials that you see in my inventory. So first, we need to mark when the 12th block is reached. Starting at these wood blocks, just count down until you get to 12. When you reach the end, place a redstone torch directly beneath the 12th block. Now you can add your 24 pistons to form a 4x6 piston wall. To power this piston wall, place a platform at the bottom of the piston wall like this. Put down some repeaters and redstone dust in this pattern, and then duplicate this platform 2 more times directly above your first platform. To power the entire wall, direct some redstone wire from this torch to each of your platforms like this. Now to test it out. As the wood blocks from the growing trees are pushed along, they will eventually reach this redstone torch and power the piston wall to push them aside. If you would like, you can also add 2 more quick features to your automatic tree farm, which will allow you to turn on or off the leaf crusher and the triple piston tree trunk extractor with the flick of a lever. I don't know why you would ever want to turn these features off, but I'll show you how to do it anyways. It's actually really easy. To turn off the leaf crusher, place a lever here, and then direct a redstone wire behind the lever all the way to here, and then finish with a repeater. That's it. If you want to turn off the leaf crusher, just flick this lever. Also, if you want to turn on or off the triple piston tree trunk extractor, just place a lever there, and then direct a redstone wire from behind the lever to this point, and then finish with 2 more repeaters. And you're done. Just turn on or off one of these levers to turn on or off that portion of the machine. Well everyone, that is all I have. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and also enjoy using this automatic tree farm for yourself. Good luck building, and I will see you next time.